Are we good? I can never tell when this thing is ready to roll here. You guys let me know if you can hear me. Type something in the chat and just say, hey, we can hear you. That'd be awesome. So I'm waiting for those ones. And I do have it on live chat, not top chat. I wish it didn't default top chat for me. That's kind of irritating. Hey, what's up? Evelyn Joy, we got Tofu Wrap. Heard. Okay, we can hear me. Awesome. What's up, guys? How's it going? Hey, sounds good. Good. Hi. Hey, hear you loud and clear. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey. All right. Cool. Awesome. Everyone's here. Yeah, look at all these guys popping in here, huh? Jeez. We got the whole crew. Oh, goodness gravy. Okay, cool. Yeah, to get started, I guess we got a little bit of a warm-up. I'm excited to have a chat with you guys. Always excited. So, agree, you fixed your blind. Actually, what's funny is it was fixed, and then it was a little windy the other day. I don't know if someone was getting in through the window, and it kind of pushed it back to the side, and I just fixed it right before I did this right here. So, that's pretty exciting. Been a while, my dude. Glad to have you back. Yeah, of course, LML. Awesome. Always good to see you. Okay, so what's this? Oh, nice. Yeah, we're gonna start off. All right, where are you from? All these guys coming in here right here. Well, cool. It's awesome to see all you guys popping all in here. Let's go. You paused B99 for me, huh? I appreciate it, Mickey D's. You know I do. Some people's first live. Awesome. Yestervark is how I pronounce the channel name. Yeah, some people do see something new on the wall. I got one of these guys right here. I got it from a Hobby Lobby. It says On the Air on it. It's just a little circle. Got some radio stuff on it. I don't know. I thought it was cool. Thought it was pretty neat. Yeah, man. You guys get pretty upset about the blinds, don't you? You don't like it when the back blind gets shifted. It's tricky though. That little lever. There's a little lever right. Oh, it's so hard to point. There's a little lever right there, and it gets in the way of the whole thing. It's kind of irritating. I always try to sneak it away, but it comes back somehow. Cool. Don't do that to us. All right. Welcome. Hey from Kentucky. Awesome. Well, cool. I always like to ask a question in the beginning, I guess, just to get the ball rolling a little bit. So here's a fun one. The plan for the night's live. We're gonna have a good time. Here's a fun one for you guys. What's your favorite brand of television or monitor? That's what I want to know from you guys. Let's see how uniform we can find out, huh? What we finna talk about shit. Woo, Michigan. Next door. Time. God, for the phone notifications. Anime, dude. That's how you pronounce it, right? Anime. That's the right way. A ViewSonic monitor? That's awesome and free. Okay. That doesn't sound like a name I trust. ViewSonic. I don't know. As long as it works, okay. Nashville, Tennessee. Woo, dude. Wild, man. Echo Indigo, you might be like a country music star, huh? Vizio TVs. Yeah, those are pretty popular, man. Vizio TVs. I might have one. No, I think one of mine's a Magnavox. Kind of pretty similar, though. Cool. Well, the reason I ask monitor, it always weirds me out a little bit. But like I use monitors because I'm at a computer right here. But yeah, like sometimes I'll look at the demographics and it does show what devices people use as opposed to like computers versus phones. And it's crazy how many people watch on phones, and it just blows my mind because I don't usually watch a lot of videos on my phone. So I don't know, it threw me off. Have I ever watched Letterkenny? That's funny that you asked me that. I used to work with a guy that was pretty adamant on recommending that. And one day he's like, here, man, follow me when we weren't working at all. And I was like, okay, what's going on, man? And he held his phone and he sat there and just showed me Letterkenny. And it was kind of funny, but you know, when someone kind of shoves stuff like that down your throat, don't you, like, it kind of ruins it for you. So I don't know. I haven't been digging it. I only watched the one though. So maybe that I'm not giving it a fair shot. Ooh. I talked to her, Evelyn Joy, of course. Okay. Samsung's a good one. LG's, I like that. I have a Sony one that I really like. We got Samsung in there. Whoop. Awesome. Starting a channel. So that's cool as heck. Ooh, you're popping in quick here. Always watch YouTube on my phone. Yeah. I don't know, Alyssa Porter. You always watch YouTube on your phone, huh? I can't do it. I don't know. There's not even like a comfortable place to put it. Maybe if I had like a little kickstand and I was in a place where it made sense to do it, then I could, maybe. If I wink, you'll die. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to kill you. Sorry. My thoughts on AmberCon 2.0. I don't know. It's funny. I think it's kind of, I don't know. It's cool. I guess neat that it's something like that even exists. I never got an invitation or anything. I did reach out to Zachary Michael just to ask like, hey, what's up, dude? And no, he's just pretty chill about it. They're just going ahead planning on it. I don't know a ton about it though. I didn't even know first about it until like last live stream. I think someone was telling me about the first one, and then this one came by just so fast. And I was like, oh, crazy. That's pretty interesting though. What a treat, Nicole Rivera, on a lunch break. Your 3 o'clock lunch break. I have not seen Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I'm not sure what that is. Ooh, what do we got? Ooh, some people using S8s and stuff. My favorite Outkast song, Hey There. Hey There, right? No, I'm just joking. Hey Ya. I don't know why I just got that mixed up. Hey Ya by Outkast is the best one. That's not even a question. Does anyone even know any other songs by Outkast? Has anyone even ever heard of Outkast besides Hey Ya? Yeah, I've seen the SNL skit with the puppet. That's a good one. By Zodiac, I'd have to check. I guess. I think it's Capricorn, but I don't like. I'm not an expert. I don't know fully. Ooh, Washington. Cool. What's up? Oh my goodness, these are kind of hard to scroll through here. Your internet's messed up. I guess that makes sense then, because then you can just use your phone perfectly. Yeah, I would agree with that. Booby's wife, nice name. I'd agree with that probably. It's whatever. Ooh, yeah, people like that Nuka-Cola poster. It's pretty dope, isn't it? It's pretty neat. It's pretty cool. I had a couple posters kind of around in different areas and stuff like that. And when I first started, I actually didn't have any posters, and people were pretty appalled by that. They're like, "Oh man, your walls are so white and empty," and they told me to get a poster. So I was like, "Okay, all right, Doug." This is weird. I think this is the first stream I've ever done with my new desk. So it probably looks like I'm like always dipping down a little too much. That's kind of, I used to have the camera like way up here and I just look up all the time and that just made sense. But I got a little bit different of a setup here now. Ooh, let me turn my stuff down. Giggle snaps. You fell in the ALR rabbit hole, huh? It's something, isn't it? Yeah, dude, you gotta have Rick. You gotta be in full shape in order to watch stuff on your phone, because you always gotta hold it up. Right. You're right. Let's see here. Yeah. I haven't seen a lot of Michael B. Petty stuff, but I will say this. I have talked, I have emailed back and forth with Zachary Michael and Michael B. Petty. So I have contacted them, or we like contacted each other before, which is kind of cool. So it sounds like both of them will be up to do some sort of collaboration. I just don't know exactly how to lay something like that out myself. It's a little tricky to plan something like that out. And then there's a couple of them that I have kind of on the docket that I'd really like to do, but it's hard because, you know what I mean? Each person kind of wants a piece of it for their own, and each person has their own vision as to what they want it to be, and it all takes time and work, you know. So it's sometimes hard to line stuff like that up. But I'd be excited to do anything with those guys. Those guys are, of course, pretty cool. Michael B. Petty and Zachary Michael. Hey, from Italy, huh? You live in Vancouver. Oh, you're in Italy. You live in Vancouver. I get you. Naida. Is that how you say it? How old am I? I'm like 15. I'm almost 15. 14 and a half, I like to tell people when they ask. So, in case you're wondering. Let's see here. What do we got? That Coca-Cola poster always reminds me of Jesse from Team Rocket. Haha, I thought that's what it was when I first saw it. Don't really know why. I'll give you that. She kind of does that a lot of times, doesn't she? She has that kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. She kind of poses like that, and she's wearing all white. That's like Team Rocket's uniform, you know. Me and Kicking Geese, huh? I haven't seen any Kicking Geese stuff, but as always, I like to keep. Ooh, I don't like how this kind of shakes when I do stuff. I like to keep notes just for when you guys tell me what we're doing here. Never spoken to Kicking Geese. Nope. Kicking Geese, yeah, that's like a popular one, huh? I'll have to check it out. I would feel so horrible if someone made a con based around me. Yeah, it's either a great honor or a great shame, I guess. But no matter what it is, I mean, they say like what's the adage, right? All press is good press. So I think that for the most part, it's obviously Amberlynn is making enough money to do very well. So it like obviously there's some benefit to it because it keeps driving viewership to her. So I don't know. It's kind of like it's a yin yang thing. Every cloud is a silver lining, you know. Let's see. You get freaked out watching me, huh? She had a full blown meltdown. Yeah, I saw some of her newer videos. I keep an eye out, guys. I'll have some stuff that I'll be putting out here pretty soon. I know there's a little bit of a gap there for content, but there'll definitely be some more stuff coming out here. I'm really excited for the weather to be nice because then we can start doing. Me and my buddies can start doing some more stuff outside and really get some. I don't know. We just have some fun stuff that we want to hammer out that I think you guys would enjoy. So that'd be cool. What do we got here? It dropped my phone on my face. Yeah, that's the worst one too. You know, when you're laying down, you have your phone up here, and then you drop it, and it hits you like right in the tooth or something, huh? That's kind of messed up. Fine state of Wisconsin. If you're 15, then Hey Ya is not the best Outcast song. Uh-oh. I'm in a trap on that one, huh? What's up? All right, what do we got here? Yeah, I have a PlayStation 4, and I do have games and stuff on my computer. That's what I use, of course, the most is my computer, which is what I'm on right now. Yeah, we just did get a lot of snow. We did. I tried to go to a movie yesterday, and I had to have one of my pals pick me up while he was en route. We had to rendezvous at my parking lot because I couldn't get my car out. And they plowed out some of it, but it's still kinda in there. And I'm sure it's like a little bit's gone away now, though. Actually, I think a little bit might have melted. It might have like on focus. So I think I should be able to get out of there now. I'm not Canadian. Nope. Shovel in the Outcast fandom, huh? It's a tumultuous thing. As soon as you guys are done with the ALR stuff, you'll have to get onto the Outcast drama. What meltdown does Chantel have? I haven't seen actually Chantel's newest stuff. I don't want to mess too much with Chantel. I don't know. Like she just doesn't seem. It's different with her. I feel like she seems like just not even a good person. And I don't even want to like. I don't know. Like I feel like Amberlynn's a little bit more redeemable than Chantel. I would say, but I'm not an expert. So what do I know? All right. Ooh. You guys are crazy and driving 10 inches of snow. I don't know about 10, maybe some areas and some people, if you get enough speed going, right? But if there's a little bit in the parking lot, you can't really back up through it because your tires like kind of skid in it. It's kind of gross. Yeah, ALR is funny crazy. Chantel is scary crazy. That's probably the most accurate way to put it right there. Yeah, I know. Isn't that kind of crazy? Adamant silence. That's the joke. Is all the drama that there is. It's kind of funny. It's like its own cycle, isn't it? Chris Chan. No, I don't follow Chris Chan, but like as always, I'll add onto the old list here for you. I hate that kind of crap. Chantel will be back. She says she quit YouTube, but she does this sometimes. I guess it depends on the reason. Like if she's like, okay, I just want to like retire, I guess, from it. Like I'm just done with it. Then I don't care. All the power to her. And if she comes back, she comes back. She's like, maybe if I want to come back to it, I will. But if you're going to be like, I don't know. I don't like when people are babies about it. It's one of those things where like, hey, thanks, Elizabeth. That's awesome. Glad to be back. But it's one of those things where if you are like, man, if you can't handle it's the internet. I guess that's all I'm trying to say. It's the internet. It's the Wild West. If you're going to put content out there, people are going to push back against it no matter what. You can have the best video out there and like 5% of people are going to hate on it no matter what. That's what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Even probably the best video out there has like 3% dislike ratio. And there's nothing you can do about that. There's going to be a vocal minority that's against you. And no matter who you are, successful or not, that's what's going to be there. And I think to quit over something like that just shows maybe that you weren't ready to get into it in the get-go, I would say. Let's see here. I feel like you'd like watching dishwashing liquid here on YouTube, huh? Here on YouTube. He's like a mainstay, huh? I'll check it out. Dishwashing liquid. Nice. I feel like you're watching dishwashing liquid. Chris Chan. Maybe that does sound kind of familiar. I don't know, though. Do I think ALR will quit or die again? I don't know. Honestly, I hope not. Right? I don't know. I can't really speculate. I suppose. No idea. Ooh. Okay, what's this? Okay, I did my test yesterday here in Sweden. The car has extra wheels on it, so the teacher can life it to simulate ice, bad tires, etc. Oh, so do they like switch it then? That's kind of cool. They don't do that around here for sure. At least not when I did my driver test or anything. That's kind of neat. So they have like different wheels that maybe just have less tread on them or something. So they slide more or something. I don't know. Maybe there's special wheels that do that. That's kind of cool. But I don't know. I guess that's kind of smart, but I don't know. I think about all the people that have been through snow and stuff like that here, and they haven't gone through that. It's a pretty easy thing to learn. I think once you're in there, it's pretty sweet common sense. Just slow down. My name is like Russian, and my accent sounds Canadian. I think the name is Dutch. Yestervark. I'm pretty sure it's South African is what it is, which is like I don't. I guess I don't want to speculate too much in cultures and stuff, but it's like a mixture of a bunch of different stuff in South Africa. Viewing from Italy. Woo! Zach Hampel. Not sure who that is. People in Ohio literally drive in any weather. They're wild, man. You gotta live life. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, right? Work ain't gonna you get work won't make an exception for you around here. You know what I mean? Like if it snows, it does you have to still get there. You know what I mean? You can't just call in. Joanna said, yeah, no, yeah. Apparently there's going to be a legit documentary about Christian. Interesting. How do you pronounce your channel name? What's the story behind it? Yestervark. I knew a couple people back when I used to use there's a couple guys I used to be pals with that were from South Africa, and they knew Afrikaans. And that, I don't know, like at the time, like my favorite animal was a porcupine. I guess it still is. And I was like, how do you say that? And they're like, Yestervark. I was like, that sounds kind of neat. I was looking for like a username at the time, and that one just kind of stuck, huh? Ooh, dialect sounds Northern Midwest, huh? Interesting. Have I seen our boy Joey's ASMR videos? I haven't done a video on Joey in a while. Whoop, whoop, whoop. He's good though. I love the Joey videos because he's just a positive dude that's having a good time, and you don't have to be like a dick about it. You know what I mean? He's just a good guy. But no, I haven't seen his ASMR ones. I probably want to avoid those though. I like the ones where he reviews stuff in his car. I like the ones where he's happy. I don't want to sit there and listen to the guy eat forever. That's not what I'm after. I did that Veronica Wang video that you guys wanted, and that one, I like when I was done with that video, I knew I was never. I don't think I'm ever going to do a video on her ever again because her stuff was so painful to watch. Like I was getting sick, you guys. Like I wasn't I wasn't gonna throw up, but if I would have pushed it, I bet you I could have done it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's just the way she was eating. She was purposely slurping everything, super obnoxious, and oh, dude, I'm getting grossed out just thinking about it. Who chose your real name? I don't know. Actually, it's a good question. I resemble Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. Yeah, I get that one and Seth Rogen. I don't see any of them. I get the Seth Rogen one all the time for me. You goofballs. Wait, oh shoot. I don't like that this chat jumps around. Sometimes I'm trying to read something and it's you pesky people leaving new comments. That's what it is. I'll get you. Because it like brings the list down and I can't see it. Actually, let me mess with this for a second. Pop out. What's that happens here? If I do this. Oh, well, what if I do something like, oh, no way. Sorry. I know this is like, you guys can't see what's going on here, I don't think, but I'm getting this set up so this will be a lot easier for me here. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, here we go. Oh God, no, please don't wear Joey. I love Joey's World Tours. I like the review of the week guy too, but his stuff is a little more dry. It's a little harder to watch. I see it, Amy Kane. Appreciate it. Hey, from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Nice. Yeah, Veronica Wang, the girl who slurps her salad. That's awesome. You guys can get as many winks as you want. All my videos have winks in them. That's like something that's ingrained in me now. I even do it in the real world, I think, huh? Not to say this is the real world. Speaking of which, I just watched Matrix for the first time yesterday, and I watched Matrix Reloaded for the first time today. Those movies are all right. I was a little bored in the beginning of the first one until it showed bald him and like baby him that had all the tubes pulled off, and then I was pretty hooked the rest of the movie. The second one I was really bored, and I actually like almost just fell asleep, or I almost turned it off, and there was like 30 minutes left, and I was like, I don't really want to watch this anymore. Like it's when they're like fighting on top of the trucks and stuff. I think it's that part. Yeah, I was just done. Like the movie was so boring. Just because they were always fighting. But then he talks to the dude in that room with all the screens, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, I don't have any advice for that one. Yiver Stark. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Ooh. How to get into making videos? You know what? It's just kind of one of those things that's fun to do that you can, I don't know, it's not super hard. Everyone has a camera. It's fun to have an image in your head of something that you can create that's kind of that you think is fun that you can share with other people. And then when you can, I don't know, then you just put it into something, you edit it together, and then it's there and it's yours and you can share it with the world. And I don't know, ever since ever since I first kind of heard about YouTube, I was like, oh, this is super cool. Pucker my lips. Ooh, what's this? Veronica is from the hood. Don't attack her. I don't like Veronica all that much. I think she just seems like she's kind of stuck up a little bit. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan. Yo, what if I told you? That's what he says. My favorite character on Land Before Time. Littlefoot's, of course, a classic, dude. But if I have to really dig deep and ask myself who my favorite Land Before Time character is, I would say it's between Ducky or Petrie. I just think that those two, I think they just crack me up. I especially like their duo dynamic. I think is dynamite. Because Ducky's just a sweetheart, you know, and Petrie's just a goof. Ooh. Brockhampton. Nope, never heard of Brockhampton. That sounds kind of familiar, but I don't know. She's cringy. Hold on here. Let me put this back the way it was because this was not better. There we go. That's way better. Yeah, I heard that, Omni. I like to kind of forget about that when I'm doing stuff. Hey, thanks, Dad. You're a good guy. I appreciate it for sure. Jay, love your videos, bro. I'm going to assume that Jay's for just love your videos, bro. All right, what's we got here? Man, I'm so bummed. I was working on a long butt video, almost finished editing, and now my hard drive's screwed. Always back up your data, folks. LML, that is super true. Yeah, sometimes that gets me too. And a lot of times too, I don't like this is like the first time you guys have probably seen me with the headphones on. Usually I just go speakers, and that's why I'm wearing these right here, is because sometimes your sound goes through, and I didn't want any echo. And but so usually what I'll do is when I'm on like Discord or something, or if I'm doing whatever, I'll just mute the microphone so that it doesn't do like a loop kind of a thing. But sometimes the microphone will be muted when I'm doing a video, and I'll get like halfway through, and then I look over and there's like that blinking light that shows that it's not on, and I'm like, oh, you son of a gun. It's kind of like when you go to take a picture and you get the lens cap on, like that kind of a thing. Man, ooh, yeah, Ducky, yup. Oh, man. Am I the cousin of the aardvark? I'd imagine the name's similar. I think maybe the vark part's like means pig or something. I think that seems like it would make sense because that's what they have in common is like probably the piggishness of them. And I'm pretty sure it means like metal pig or something. Technical difficulties. It wouldn't be a live stream without technical difficulties, you guys. Stuff that you can't just edit out, you know? You know the rules. Ooh, yeah, Varkin is pig and Dutch. Yeah, there we go. See, we're piecing it all together. I knew there's a piece of Dutch in there. Yeah, it does say Badger on it, doesn't it? I guess we'll see rainy day. I don't know for the meantime. Woo! What we got? I didn't see Foodie Beauty's buy vid. How long is it? It's probably like 40 minutes. Everything she does is 40 minutes. It's too much to watch, you guys. You don't understand. It's too much. There's not enough time in the day to sit down and watch a like you watch 2 of her videos, and it's like I could have went and watched a feature length movie. You know what I mean? And it just seems like not getting all that much out of it. Is it the cleaning up things about my content one? And she's got like one of these faces. I see it. My life, it says. Why? For what? What if I like? I don't know. Ooh, I'm like trying to watch it with subtitles on because I don't want to listen to this, but it's going too quick. All right, I'll just listen to it. All right. Oh, she deleted the buy video. What the? Yeah. Well, that was quick, huh? That was a pretty quick turnaround, wasn't it, guys? That's funny as heck. That's hilarious. When did she put up the buy channel? What? When did she put up the buy channel? Do we know? Does anyone can they toss in there? I didn't see it. Like 17 hours ago. Well, hold on. Because was that one 17 hours ago? Because there's one that's 18 hours ago that's clearing up some things about my content. So that it came. I don't understand. I don't know if you have to watch an entire ad to get if I get revenue. I think you have to watch to a certain point, maybe 30 seconds. But I have no idea. To be honest with you, I know it's one of those things where I make more if you watch the ad, so I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. Whoop, 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 whoop. Just did a video saying if you don't like it, unsub. Her and Amber have worked out their content with each other or something. They've worked out their content with what? Like, were they fighting? I didn't even know that. They've worked out their content with each other. Well, she's just kind of, I don't know. She seems so out of touch. I think that's the biggest thing with her as well, is I feel like Amber Lynn makes a lot of silly internet mistakes. Like, she will acknowledge the people that troll her, which is really bad. Like, I have people that will comment on my videos and say dumb stuff. You know what I mean? Everyone gets them. You're not supposed to acknowledge those because that kind of feeds the fire of it. You know what I mean? And Amber Lynn made like entire videos about it. And I don't know. Like, but anyway, she's a little more, I think she's still, even though she makes mistakes like that, she's a little more in touch. The hypocrisy I've seen from like Foodie Beauty, commenting stuff and the things she says just blows my mind. Like the things that you could call bullying or I don't know, like criticism versus bullying. You know what I mean? Is the big conversation, and I get it. There's a lot of gray area, and it's bad to be a bully, but sometimes criticism is good, and we have to balance them out. And I think there's different areas where this makes sense. And in the real world, we should probably be much more aware of the bullying side being more powerful than the criticism side. But on the internet part, you can't really, I don't know. It just seems like you can't really count it bullying. I don't necessarily as much think if you have a lot more recourse, I would say. So bullying's still very bad, but I don't know. All I'm trying to say is I think she's a bit of a hypocrite because what she's against is people criticizing her. She calls it bullying. I'm just afraid of people using bullying as a way to hurt other people, to even like bully other people. People will make videos about her that are criticizing her. She'll call it bullying, right? And then say, oh, because it's bullying, it should be yanked off. But in doing that, then she'll talk about that in her videos and she'll criticize them. But then couldn't they say the same thing? That's all I'm trying to say. I don't know why I'm getting all crazy. Does anyone know of the rumors that Amber is on Tinder fishing? Ooh, that's a quite the rabbit hole to go down to. I don't know if I want to dabble too much in that one. Ooh, let's see. That's fine. Elizabeth, that's fine. I'm sure it does matter. I'm sure I make more. Like if you guys were curious about that, if like there's an ad on or something like that, I bet you the YouTuber does make more money. I don't doubt that for a second. If you watch the whole thing, so I mean, if there's people that you like to support, I like just sit through the ad or go grab a drink of water or something and just let it play. I think they'd probably appreciate it. Saw it on Reddit, huh? That's crazy. Well, I don't know. It is kind of crazy. It's weird to think. You think Big Al is going to object to Destiny and Dana's wedding? That would be awesome. Like in Shrek, like in like they're at the altar. I mean, like I guess any movie that halts a wedding. But yeah, she just throws open the door. I object. Maybe she's on a scooter. I don't know. You look in Shrek. Right, right. Play some 007 Goldeneye. Never played it. Never heard of it. Actually, maybe I did hear of it. Maybe I heard it sucks. Loser. So in that analogy, who is Farquaad? Oh, shoot. Well, who's she? No. Well, who does Amberlynn want? Because whoever Amberlynn Amberlynn's Shrek in that analogy, I guess, which is like, I don't know. But Amberlynn's Shrek in the analogy. The one she's after, which I think would be Destiny, right? Would be Fiona, and then Farquaad is the other one, Blake or whatever. Shrek. Jeez. Farquaad sucks. Has her one true love. I haven't watched any of their stuff if they have stuff out there. Oh my goodness. Do I like How to Train Your Dragon? Oh, guys, you might be in for an unpopular opinion on this one. I don't know. It's okay. I'm not going to say it's a bad movie. I just never really enjoyed it. I was always really bored going through it, and I didn't see it until it was out for like a couple of years. And spoiler alert, I think he loses. What happens to him? He loses his leg at the end or something, right? Or like his knee, like below the knee on one leg. That kind of ruined the movie. Like I already wasn't having a great time, but I was like, oh, at least everything's all happy. And then it just wasn't. He just lost his leg, which would have been fine, but I didn't know that that's what we were in there for. I didn't know that that was on the table. You know what I mean? Like I thought I was going in for a safe movie. That's if I would have know that they were going to take some risks. Like I saw Pet Sematary last night, and that I think it was last night. Yeah, that movie was really good because I thought I'd never read Stephen King. I've never watched any of the Stephen King movies, not It or anything. And when I saw the commercials, when I would go to other movies and I'd see the commercials for Pet Sematary, I was always like, whoa, this movie's, or I always thought it looked kind of tame. And I was like, oh, this is going to be like a horror movie, but it's going to be like a mainstream, like kid horror movie, like a Goosebumps or something. You know what I mean? Something like that. Like not really all that scary. More of just like a family scary movie that's maybe a little creepy. I don't know. But no, that movie actually got kind of creepy. Yeah, I was a little creeped out in that movie. Last half of that movie really took me on a ride, and I was like, whoa. Like there's this one part in there that just really happens. And like when it happens, I don't know, this has to do like a truck thing, man. It just like, whoo, it blew my mind. I didn't expect him to take that kind of risk. And I was like, okay, I guess everything's on the table now. You know what I mean? All right, what do we got here? Had a screenshot of it. Okay. I don't get the hype at all. For what? Shrek? Not good. HTTYD. What is that? Did I just say that? Is that? I don't get that acronym. HTTYD. I don't know. Create a fake Tinder and look like a 15-year-old fat boy. 15-year-old boy put in a girl's body and see if someone can reel Big Al in. That's mean, but that did make me chuckle. Let's see here. Read the book. It's better. Is it? I've heard his books are really long though. That's the thing. I don't want to sit down for like 500 pages. I don't have that kind of time, you guys. You guys know I'm busy bee. I'm a busy bee. I'm a busy bee. Snaps. What do we got? Oh, the How to Train Your Dragon. Oh, I totally got sidetracked from that. Whoa. I don't know. I caught it like a couple of years after the fact, and I thought it was going to be like this tame movie, and it was like it was an all right movie. It was an all right movie, but it was like any other. I don't know. It was like any other animated movie that wasn't all that great. Like it's not in the top 10 for sure. And there's like 3 or 4 of them, right? And I don't get that either. And I have no drive to watch them all, but I always hear really good things. So maybe I just didn't give it a full chance. I don't know. I don't really remember a tremendous amount from the first movie though. I just remember being like, it was kind of a neat idea in the beginning and the end were good, but the middle was just, I don't know. It's a bit of a slag for me. Ding dong. How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, HTTYD. I get it now. It's funny. No haircut. Those wavy waves make me think of hanging 10 and some gnarly tubes. Oh, saw it. Yeah, is that right? These things you're talking about? It kind of does that. I don't know. I was thinking about getting a haircut soon. I guess we'll see. Oh my gosh. But really worth it if you can get through them, huh? I guess I just have never. I don't know. I never dabbled in it. More than 1,000 pages. Yeah. Let's see here. Lisa. You cried when you're at Pet Cemetery, huh? The Stand. Read it every summer. You goofballs. Sub to PewDiePie, huh? Is that still a thing going on or no? I don't know. That seems like a dead meme. Yeah, I don't have a problem reading. I think I can read an adequate speed. It just seems like it's just hard sometimes. You know what I mean? Like it's an attention thing. Yeah, Lana Filipovich. Filipovich. I was trying to think. I was trying to read it. It's hard when there's an ILI next to each other like that because they blend in. This is my first time interacting in live chat. I feel so excited. Ha! Glad to have you. Woo! Anime. Yeah, it wasn't Pet Cemetery wasn't really scary. Like there were some parts that were like kind of played up to be jumpy, but you knew nothing was really all that. It was creepy though, man. I was creeped out. Like the mom sister thing creeped me out and all. I was like, ugh, gross. She had a gross back. She had like a scoliosis back kind of looking thing. It was gross. It was worse than that. They had a name for it. I don't remember what it was. It was like calcination. It was a name that I wouldn't have expected to go with someone's back. Did I play any epic games like Fork Knife or what? I played Gears of War a long time ago when that was big on Xbox 360. That's a fun game. 1 and 2 I played. I like those ones. Okay, Lena. Ooh, Martin Scully's live stream every day, but now can't obviously. Oh, I didn't know he had a live stream. How long? He hasn't been around for a while though, right? That was like at least a year ago when he's been gone, right? I haven't heard anything new about him though. Minecraft is a good game, huh? Whoop whoop whoop. Have you read creepypasta, internet horror short stories? Yeah, I've read some creepypastas. Those can be fun. They're either I feel like really good or really boring. That's the only problem. 360, and you'd have to wait 18 hours to install your games. There's some truth there. Yeah, the username is pronounced Yisterbark. That's like a really common question. I wish there was a way I could just like I should find a way to get a little volume symbol next to it. So when you click on it, it goes Yisterbark like a robot. So that they know, you know what I mean? What? She posted a new video a couple hours ago. She. Ugh. Good type stuff in. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she does have a new one, doesn't she? I haven't watched this new one of hers. It says, "Why won't I weigh in?" But I'll tell you right now, I already know what it's going to be. It's a 10-minute long video. It's going to be 8 minutes of her talking about nonsense, 30 seconds of her talking to her dog, and then a minute and 30 seconds of the video is called "Why Won't I Weigh In?" A minute and 30 seconds of her calling the people saying that she should weigh in stupid for saying that she should weigh in and telling them that they're dumb because they don't know anything about her life. Basically, she's feeding the trolls, is what she's doing. Like I was talking about earlier, she is acknowledging the people that are trying to get a rise out of her, and she's biting into it with "Why won't I weigh in?" And her face on there too is even like that. That is my prediction, and I bet you it's like almost dead on to what her video is going to be. It's if her crying, she seems like she's getting help. Maybe. I don't think that's her crying. It looks like her getting pissed. Oh no, she's got one a day ago of her crying. That one I watched, and I was like, okay, we'll talk about it. We'll see what's up with that one. It's not Swedish. It is Afrikaans, which is like a South African Dutch kind of a thing. Goofballs. Do you like kitties? Ooh, what's all this here? You guys are popping in here quick. Blow my mind. Hey guys, by the way, before I forget, don't forget to thumbs up the stream or the video, any videos or that you watch or anything like that. And of course, feel free to leave comments. That's what's awesome about you guys enjoying the content so much, is that when you guys do give it a thumbs up or you guys do leave a comment or you subscribe and all that stuff, that's what drives the algorithm and that's what allows us to grow. You know, that's what's really cool about it, especially when you guys give those thumbs ups. That's what tells YouTube, hey, this video is worth watching. You know, it really helps recommend us to other people. So I think that's cool because we can keep getting a little pod to grow. You know what I mean? I love you guys. I love talking to you guys. And I mean, the more people we have, the more we can do this. You know what I mean? So it just makes sense. Wish my friend Michael a happy birthday, huh? I'm trying to think of how that one's a trick because I've gotten tricked before. Yeah, she does. She seems sincere, guys. You just never know. The Hearthstone legend, Riley. Thanks, Riley. The one thumbs down. Like I said, you guys, you'll have it. No matter how awesome your stuff is, your stuff can be the best it is out there. You're gonna get some people that are haters. It's just the way it's the internet, man. There's a billion people on. Come on, let's get real. Kid cats and mine keeps buffering. I'm scared I'm missing my dumb cat question being answered. LOL. I didn't see the cat question. And it's hard for me to scroll back up to find it, but I wish I could. I want to know, do you like kitties or do you have any pets? Cats are neat. I don't know if I'd ever have a cat. I don't have any pets right now, though. Nope. Ooh, here we go. You're one of my favorite YouTubers, but I don't even remember how I found you, LOL. Isn't that the beauty of the internet? You know, isn't that the beauty of YouTube? How easy it would have been for us to simply just miss each other instead of our paths colliding. You know what I'm saying? To the mail. I haven't watched her new video, so I have no idea what the deal is. I don't know. That's right, dude. Thumbs up. Or I'll give you one of these knuckle sandwich right in the old noggin. No, I don't watch 600 Pound Life. I don't watch a lot of TV. I guess that's maybe not true. I like to watch. Recently, I've been trying to watch more movies. Like I've been trying to focus on more movies as opposed to binging. Otherwise, I don't know. I watch a lot of dumb stuff that I don't have to focus on too much. Just I don't know. Until I guess Game of Thrones comes out, I'll probably get back into that. And I have HBO and everything, so that should be cool. But then, oh shoot, what was I gonna say? 600 Pound Life. No, I never watched it. That's on like TLC, I think, right, or something. No, I've never watched it. You guys talk about it quite a bit. I get the gist. You know, I've seen like clips of it and everything of the bigger stuff, the major ones. But I've never actually, I don't think, sat down to watch an episode. But I don't watch a lot of stuff like that. Reality TV, I don't really watch. I'll usually watch Walking Dead, but now that's done, I think, too. Like that just finished last Sunday, so that's a bummer. Now I have nothing to watch for, so I actually just canceled my my TV subscription, my internet TV subscription. That is. Yeah, Emma, for sure. Do you think you'll branch out into other kinds of content on here? Definitely, 100%. Pretty soon, actually, here we'll probably be looking at a pretty big switch because I don't know. It's it's just one of those things. I love doing kind of like what we're doing right here, but especially when it gets a little bit nicer out, I'd like to do a little more active stuff, more of the inside the mind of Amberlynn stuff. That's my favorite video that I've done. I got to hang out with my pals when we made it. It was a lot more fun to edit together because you actually got to piece it together the way you wanted, and there was a fun way that you could get it to play itself out. And I mean, Inside the Mind of Amberlynn was way more fun. I think it's a way funnier video. The only issue, what really irritated me with that one is that there was a point. The tricky thing is when you have multiple people is that, like, in my head, I have a vision, and in their head, they have a vision as to what they think I want. And you're trying to line those things up, and it's tricky. And they also don't know necessarily like it's simple things, but like as an example, all my pals use iPhones, or like some will use iPhones, some will use like, you know, Samsungs or stuff like that. So when you hit them a different phone and you're like, okay, dude, because sometimes you record some phones, you're like, okay, hit the record button, and you're like, is it recording? And they say, yeah. And then you find out when you get back, it wasn't recording. So I actually did do like a mukbang kind of a thing, right? It wasn't of a mukbang, but I ate the ramen noodles and I ate some Cheetos and didn't record. So that was a bit of a bummer. And that was going to be part of that video as well. But that's how she goes. You can tell I'm not really bitter about it, right? Just joking. It's not their fault. They didn't know. I'll kick their butts later. Those nerds. Give my teacher a shout out, Murphy's Law says. Okay, Mr. S, dude. Great. God, man, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to say it. I think it's weird, too, that your teacher is also your friend that's in the hospital, or it's your friend's birthday or whatever it was. Mr. S is also your friend whose birthday it is. Is that right? Oh, man. Whoa. Yeah, the empty promises thing is a really annoying. Hey, thanks, Black Kelsey. Black Kelsey. I'm trying to. Is that. Why is there two H's? I don't understand. Blah. It's cool, though. I dig it. It's cool. Do I watch Michael B. Petty? I haven't seen a lot of his stuff. I definitely know who Michael B. Petty is, and I have talked to Michael B. Petty over email before. I've emailed with Michael B. Petty as well as Zachary Michael in the past. So, yeah, I know who these guys are. I don't know who anyone else really is on YouTube, though. There's like those two guys, and then there is another one. It's like Esperanza, and it's she does like tarot card readings, and I've looked into doing a collaboration with her as well that I'd like to do pretty soon here, but just time hasn't worked out very well. The live stream with the other Amberlin commentators, the AmberCon 2.0, tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know if I'll watch the whole thing. I don't know. I don't usually watch live streams, to be honest with you guys. But maybe. Yeah, maybe. That's a pretty cool one too, because they're it's Emma, it's on my Instagram, you goofball. That's pretty cool because it's like a charity thing. Like they turned off the super chats, and like super chats, like how they would receive money. It's like if you guys donate through that, I can see your message or whatever, and then that money YouTube gets a cut and I get a cut, kind of a thing. But they turn that off, and instead he's urging people to donate through a GoFundMe, and I think that's super cool. Zachary Michael is doing it. Looks like he's kind of the host of it, and they're setting it to go through that GoFundMe there. I don't remember what it was, the Nathan Project or something. I don't know. Oh geez, what was it? I'll put a link to it because you guys, I mean, obviously are interested in like the Amberlin stuff and everything like that. So if you're not familiar with this, you'll probably love it. But basically, what it is, it's like some of the biggest channels that talk about Amberlin. It's like Zachary Michael B. Petty, and KDW, I want to say, are like the three biggest that I could see. And there's like two other people I want to say that are there as well. But let's see, where is it? That sucker. Here it is. But if you guys wanted to see the dealio with that and who's in it and everything like that, KDW is part of it. Yes. That is the link to the fundraiser. Now it is the Trevor Project. What did I call it? Something. I knew it was something project. But yeah, it's for it helps like LGBTQ people. I'm actually not super familiar with it myself. Must not be something that's super big in this area, but yeah, the mission of the Trevor Project is to end suicide among gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and questioning young people. As a panel, they collectively felt that it was an important and worthy cause to raise money and support. So yeah, like that's I think that's a pretty admirable thing. You know what I mean? Especially when they could have made money from it. You know what I mean? They're all kind of foregoing earning potential by doing that, which is kind of cool. See ya, sad boy, F-Town. Gosh, you guys' usernames. I should read those before I read your comments. I appreciate it, Eclipse. Ooh. Shannon Vlogs. Yeah, people do keep asking about the Snapchat. You guys, all of my social media stuff, I have linked in like all my videos. I have a Twitter, Instagram. LinkedIn, that is like a Snapchat that ties in with it. If you guys ever want to see that stuff, yeah, it's all in the description. Yeah, Twitter, Instagram. Instagram is going to be a way to find a lot of that stuff, though, and that's what's going to allow you to tie in. Not super active on it, I will say that. but it is fun to like usually I'll do it kind of like to send out different things. I like to use these things as like notification methods, especially people who follow me on Twitter will know that I send out tweets before the live stream so that we know that this is where we're going to be. And no, I'm not going to college right now. Nope. What platform do I use the most? What do you mean? Platform? What kind of platform? Like for like what? Like for what? Like game platform, operating system. I use Windows. If I'm playing on a console, I like PlayStations. If I use internet browsers, I use Chrome. I like YouTube a lot. I'm probably on YouTube the most out of all video stuff. Like even if you cut out time as a content producer, yeah, still YouTube is definitely what I watch the most of. And I own a bunch of movies on YouTube too. When I want to watch a movie, I buy it on YouTube. That's kind of like what I do. So I always have them. That's just, I don't know. And you can, it's so easy to sign into Google and YouTube everywhere that I just like that. Plus I have a Android phone and I do those surveys from Google where they ask you questions and then they give you like cents and I can use those to buy movies too. So I don't know. They kind of got me hooked in the ecosystem. Oh, and yeah, and then social media, Twitter and YouTube are the two biggest one. Like if you're not counting any sort of video stuff, Twitter is the biggest one for sure, but it's tricky. I don't think ALR. I'll be honest with you guys, okay? Like the question is, yeah, is ALR at 600 or over 600, and is that why she's avoiding a weigh-in? I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to tell how much someone weighs by looking at them. I really do think that. And that being said, I'm willing to believe Amber Lynn that she's under 600. So personally, like if I had to wager on it right now, I would say she's under 600. But I have no idea. So I could 100% be wrong. Whoa, dude. And Nick Cladon. That is so cool. The organized soprano. Who is that? Did I miss somebody? The organized soprano, huh? Woohoo. What we got? Whoop, whoop. You guys are funny. Woo. I haven't watched her latest video, Lena. If by the one you mean, if by the latest you mean the one that was like 3 hours ago or whatever. I haven't seen that one. I saw the one from yesterday. You want my professional Swedish meatballs, D? No, I'm good. What makes a Swedish meatball a Swedish meatball? It's like it's how you make them, right? There's like added ingredients or something. It's something there. Someone in the chat earlier said obese to beast call her out for being 620 pounds. Yeah, I have no idea. I think they have some drama, right? Those two. I don't know a ton about obese to beast though, to be honest. But what's funny, I used to work somewhere. This was like a year ago, maybe a little bit longer, around that area. It doesn't matter. And way before I did YouTube. Okay, like I dabbled with YouTube stuff, but I didn't really do anything with it. And there was this dude who I knew who was like trying to drop weight. And he was like adamantly watching this dude obese to beast. And he was always telling me about this obese to beast guy. And I was like, yeah, okay, dude, I get it. I don't know. I was like, I don't know how this will ever affect me. And then I come on here and all of a sudden this guy's like a thing. Ooh. She got a new skill at talks, huh? Yeah, I think PO box soon. PO box soon, guys, for sure. Honestly, I actually was gonna do it today, and then my car is stuck in the parking lot, so I could. So, and then that's why I decided to do a live stream. That's right. The spice is what makes a Swedish meatball. So what? It's just a meatball. Otherwise, is that what you're saying to me? Doesn't make sense. MS. I haven't heard anything about kicking geese. I don't know who kicking geese is, guys. But sounds like something's going on. Ooh, the meatballs just smell like farts. Ugh, gross, dude. You're gonna stick those in your mouth? That's a fart. Oh man. Talks. Boo. Ground meat, half beef, half pork. I look like if Seth Rogen had a child. You guys are such goofballs. I don't get it. Yeah, Willow, we definitely got some snow here. I don't know how much snow fell. Probably pretty similar, I would guess, at least 6 for sure. My car was stuck. It's really gross when it happens this time because Sean Astin. Oh, the dude Sam from Lord of the Rings, Sean Astin, right? That's who that is. Okay. Like what happens is the snow falls and then but then it's like 40 degrees the next day or like whatever, you know what I mean, during the day. After the snow's done, it's like 40 degrees for a day, and it like semi melts and it gets like icy, and your car can't go through that kind of stuff. It can maybe if it gets a little momentum, but it can't do that from the get go. Yeah, it was snowing a little bit ago. I'm so sick of the snow. A lot of stuff's melted here. I went outside when it was done, and I got all the snow off my car, and then and I looked at today, and everything that was like left there, I just got the big stuff off there, so there wasn't a lot just sitting on there, so I'd be able to scrape it off later. And I went and looked out there today, and it was perfect. It was like good. Leaving the meatball discussion, yeah, I think we get it, guys. We all know what Swedish meatballs. We get it. If we really want to know what they are, we can look them up. Nice dude, though. Yeah, the walking re, of course. You have my permission to do that. And if you do, is that what you make videos of? Is Sims? If you here, let me. I'd like to. I'd watch too, man. Give me an email when you do it. If you do it, but of course you have permission. Interesting. Okay, walking re. I'll sub to you. I'll click the bell for notifications as well, so that I know. There you are. Is your humble opinion is ALR trolling us? I don't think so. I don't think she's trolling us or manipulating us just because I don't think that she's playing 4D chess. I do, however, think that I think she believes what she's saying and then immediately flips back on it as soon as it gets tricky. So I think that if she's trolling us, then she's trolling herself as well. You know what I mean? Like she's got some alter ego that's just damaging herself. I like snow, but like only when I'm visiting. I would die if it snowed here. Yeah, that's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. Tropical island life, where it's the same temp every day of the year, and only thing that changes is if it rains or not for 5 minutes. No snow ever. Yeah, that sounds nice. I don't know. I'm sure maybe I'd get sick of it eventually, but who knows? Yeah, CJ, that is a good question too. That's a good question, dude. If your Uncle Jack helped you off an elephant, would you help your Uncle Jack off an elephant? That's a real philosophical one. That's a good one. Guru Pika. Oh, man. Instead, I tried to mess up Death, but he didn't want to live, Meatball, because he likes that dude Hades. What? What are you guys talking about? This is nonsense in there. This is like a bot trying to generate. It's like a bot trying to figure out how people talk. Okay. Shan, is that right? Sophie, no, it's been more ALR than I probably wanted it to be, but that's going to change here soon. Sorry, guys, I'm like trying to switch some stuff. IKEA, that's right, they do, don't they? They're kind of weird like that. They're Swedish. ALR working out kind of made me laugh. My thing is like it's not even funny, Layla. Okay, I don't understand that. I appreciate you, friend. Melody Levesqua. I don't know how that's necessarily said there, Melody, but of course I appreciate it as well. It looks like that is a CA for Canadian dollar. So yeah, I'm assuming that's some sort of French. Melody Levesqua. I don't know. I've never taken any French or anything, so I don't know. Okay. What we got? Diane Antwoord. I don't know that one. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to read these here. Oh, we got someone in Sweden. I'm late, but hi, friend. Welcome, Sam. Look at those eyes. Dead inside children. Those eyes are creepy. Oh, IKEA. Is IKEA like a I didn't realize IKEA was like a big grocery store too. I thought it was more just furniture. See Echo, Indigo. Diane Wood makes absolute bangers. Would recommend. Okay, I'll have to check it out. I'll add to the list. Diane Wood. I'm salmon. I don't. There's not any IKEAs super near here. Ooh, what the heck? Caldonia the Forest Maiden. I met a family of wild boars in the forest today. The dad started coming at me and my BF, only 15 feet away, but changed his mind. But the piglets was hella cute, all stripy. What? See you, Willow. Hope you enjoyed your lunch. Chad's and Stacy's right. I heard that there's a different one. There's a different one. I think Trixie. That's the one. That's the one. I think that's like the legit, like the beginning one. How it started. I think Stacy's like a bastardization of Trixie. I think. I don't know though. I was looking into it the other day and I was like, huh. Weird. Username. I notice you, senpai. I brought great honor to your family. Lucy, tell you what movie to go see. Pet Cemetery is pretty good. I just saw it last night, and I'm going to see another movie tonight with the same pals. And I think we're going to see that the Hellboy movie. I've never seen any of those though, so I hope I don't. I hope I'm not like just throwing. I don't know. I hope it's not one of those things where you have to see the first one or two or how many have there been? 3, right? I don't even know, dude. Maybe one of those things where like the second one was a throwaway. Yeah, I saw Us as well. That one was all right. You know what got me about Us though? Get this, you guys. So I used the Google systems. You know where you say, "Okay, Google." I don't want to say, gosh, I don't want to say it because Google will actually try to do it. But so I started watching Us, and I watched it in theaters. And in the beginning, it's no spoilers or anything. They're just aiming at all these rabbits, and the camera's moving away from all these rabbit cages, and they're playing this song, and it's like this chant, like it's real creepy, like a Gregorian, like religious, like if you were at a Satanistic festival and they were like sacrificing stuff and people were just like doing these real, like they had some kids doing some chants, that would be the chant, like some real Children of the Corn stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it was really creepy. And I was at home like 2 days later, and it was night, it was late, and I was like, huh, I kind of want to listen to the song "The Anthem" by Good Charlotte, and I couldn't think of it at the time, and I was like, huh, and I looked it up, and I was like, oh, it's called "The Anthem." So I said, okay, Google, play Anthem, and then
sure, here's a Spotify playlist called "This Is Anthem."
Okay, Google, stop. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. But I said, hey, play Anthem, and then it started playing the theme for Us. And I didn't know this. I guess the theme for Us, that beginning song, is called Anthem. And what happened, like I didn't know, but it starts doing that little chant, and I was like, oh, this is kind of creepy. This kind of reminds me of Us. But maybe it's like one of those things where they have like a radio edit. I thought maybe they have like, you know how they have like a radio edit of a song, and sometimes they have like an extra 30-second long intro. I thought maybe that was what was going on. That was not the case. It got really creepy, and I got real creeped out, and I was like, oh, what are the chances? You know what I mean? That's freaky, man. Really got me. It's like when the blinds move, you know? I was real creeped out. I logged back into my Twitter to tweet you, and you never replied. What do you mean? Oh. All right. Oh yeah. So weird. People not in the UK haven't had tea. I don't think I've ever. I don't imagine it's like legit tea, but you can get like the sweet or unsweetened tea at like restaurants, or you go to like and you get them in like the jugs and stuff. I used to be a waiter a while back, way back, and um, that was like my favorite thing to drink. In the back was tea. It was like unsweetened tea. Maybe add just a little bit of Sprite so it gets like a little bit of carbonation in there. You know, get if you wanted to get wild. Or like Sprite and orange juice was always a favorite of mine too. Because I had well, at some point you just start mixing stuff. You know what I mean? Because you're like, oh, I have unlimited. You know. I haven't seen the original Pet Cemetery, so I have no idea what the comparison is. But I enjoyed this one. It was all right. Username. That's funny. I played the national anthem. That's awesome. That's creepy. It's weird. It almost like it's trying to predict. Maybe it knew that I just saw us. Maybe it's like, oh, this guy. Oh, you guys, how crazy would that be? What if Google? You guys, this that could have been what happened. Google could have said, hey, this guy just maybe they know I bought a ticket, whatever, but like this guy just went to the theater. We know that the movie Us is playing at 5:10. That's when he was at the theater. And then 2 days later, I say, play this song. And it's like, oh, this guy likes Us. And then it pairs them up. They're listening. They're in our heads. Get out of me. All right. Those pesky blinds. Yeah, they're a real pain. They really are. I need some billowing curtains, I think. Some big red ones, like the kind you see in like royalty areas. You know what I'm saying? Like a throne room. That's what I need. When I set up that P.O. box, you guys know what to get me now. Some velvet, some real velvety curtains. Heavy. I want them to be heavy. You know what I mean? Yeah, LML. It was super creepy. And I would have turned it off, but like I got like 45 seconds in because I was like, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't that song. And then I looked at my phone. I was like, what the heck? If you grab your phone, I do it through Spotify. If you look at your phone, it'll tell you what song, it'll show you like the album cover. And it was like the cover of the movie with those stupid scissors things. And I was like, oh, come on. Hey, Google, do a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. I love those games, guys. I love the Star Fox games. I got the first one the oldest one I've ever played is 64. So I hope doesn't make me like a fake fan or something, but I do like those games a lot. We got Freddie Mercury here. Woo! Long time no see. That's right. Welcome back, buddy. Always great to see you. I appreciate it. We have there's like a recurring group of people that are sometimes just in here. I like that. It's cool. Yorkshire tea. All right, let's see. Amen, Caledonia. Hot tea on a sweaty summer day. I'd pass on that one. Oh, that's super true. Yes. Yeah. Heck with that. It's like super hot outside, and then you're going to drink some hot tea? I don't think so. Oh, yeah, dude, it's 100 degrees and you're just working out in a field. Oh, here, dude, here's some hot chocolate that I made you. I hope you enjoy. Thanks, but no thanks. If you did an ASMR, I'd actually watch it. IDEK. EK. IDEK. If I just made noises like that and I was eating food. Like when people eat chips and they go, that kind of stuff. You better knock it off when people do that kind of stuff. But your time zone is rubbish. That'll happen sometimes. It's tricky. This one's a little earlier than the other ones I usually do. Heather G. What do you know about reptilians, shapeshifters, or the drones in the sky? Do you believe any conspiracies? Ooh, that's fun. Thanks, Freddie, for saying I look handsome. I appreciate it. You too, doll. Conspiracies, huh? I don't get into the reptilian one. I don't know. That one just doesn't click for me. I think conspiracies are super fun, though. I will say that. And I love to go down rabbit holes of conspiracies. But what I've been noticing lately, and I think it's maybe Google doing this, I think Google has really been steering me away from, like, sometimes I will go looking for conspiracy theories and I can't find them. And I get really irritated by it because like sometimes, like one time I tried to look up evidence that the moon landing was faked. Couldn't find any. All I could find were articles about how it actually happened. And let me just let me read some fiction here, man. If it's not real, let me just read some fiction then. Who cares? If it's not real, then it's fiction, and just let me read it. I don't know. Then we're like almost banning books at that point. But that's like the same thing. Like if it's not real, then who cares? Let why are you trying to hide it? I hate that kind of stuff. I'm knackered, huh? What's this? What's this? Ooh. The ASMRs that are just them sipping and crinkling paper are my favorites. I must have been Japanese in a previous life. I don't get that. I don't. It's just a weird one. It's just not my cup of tea watching other people make a lot of noise. Can I pronounce my name for you? Of course, it's Yisterbark. Yisterbark. I should it's spelled how it or it's sounded out kind of how it's spelled if you just put an E in between the Y and the S. I feel like that would have made things way more clear, right? That's literally it has to be the problem. Actually, now that I look at it, yeah, Black Mirror is pretty good. I haven't seen the. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's like the thing you can they have like the rating thing. There's an episode of Black Mirror. It's got the chick from the Jurassic Park, right? That's who, or the Jurassic World. In it, and that's like a new thing that they're testing out in China or something, right? Ooh, that's kind of creepy, isn't it? It doesn't bode well, does it? But it seems like that's maybe the only way that the world can eventually go, right? Is some sort of dystopian way, especially with technology, because at some point technology has to be so advanced that it just takes over, right? Like even if we incorporate technology, even if it doesn't even if it's not like an AI takeover, like machines violently rising against us, like eventually technology just has to be so integrated with us that we basically just become technology, right? That's kind of the end step. I don't know. That seems like the next place. Go on. Big Brother's watching. Yeah, is that right, brother? Goofball. It's wings. I've seen shapeshifters right in front of me. A group of coyotes came out and then turned to humans. Believe it or not, it happened. No drugs were involved either. LOL. Okay, I see. Like I don't know. I want to believe there's some crazy stuff out there. I really do. Yeah, I saw the picture of the black hole. That's kind of neat. I am determined to make you ask your Google to make an alpaca noise. Will it do it? Okay, Google, make an alpaca noise.
This is an alpaca.
That's what you wanted, huh? You're an animal. That's what you are. You're an animal. No, I've never watched the TV series Grimm. Oh man, these are funny. Can we talk lemon challenge? Whoa, that was the anthem by Good Charlotte, you guys. I can see it on the thing. What song it was trying to play. That's what I'm saying. Lemon challenge. It's scared. Majestic animals, not some majestic sounds. Alpacas? Are we thinking of the same animals? Yeah, I don't know if majestic is the word I'd use. And I'm not even going to say that they're not majestic. It's just that they're way less majestic than any other animal that's out there. So they don't really count, do they? My favorite speech impediment is hey, Steven. What's up, Steven? I like that one. Like Jim Carrey and the cable guy has. I love that one. Let's go. Let's go party. Let's get methed up, dude. That kind of stuff. Llama llama duck. Ha, no worries, the walking or you do what you gotta do. You just gotta catch the essence. It's a caricature thing, right? Just joking with you. YouTube viewers are sad and horny, that's why. Okay. Yeah, like cats are majestic. Llamas aren't majestic. Llamas are maybe more majestic than some animals, but like you're gonna tell me like a llama's more majestic than like a dolphin or a cat or even like I don't know, like a gazelle. Like a llama's gonna compare to a gazelle. Can we be real? Like an Arabian stallion running across the open plains at full speed. You're telling me a llama is as majestic as that? Let's be real for a second here, boys. It's not. I do a username. I do. I do mind. Haley Carter commenters, OMG, hard eyes, have my babies. That's funny. How long do I plan live streaming for? Another 45 minutes. I'm going to stop at 5 p.m. because there is some stuff I have to do at 5:15, and I need to be there for that. So it's going to be a pretty hard cutoff. I'm seeing that Hellboy movie. PL. Yeah, you like that, huh? The 3 p.m. 3 p.m. is not too bad because it's usually like 6 or 7 or 8 p.m. Go see Unplanned, LOL, JK. That's, I don't know if that's even in theaters around here. I don't know though. Fair enough, Lena. In the same time zone, huh? I get you. 10 p.m. here. Red leader here. We got beer. We drinking. I have to drive in a sec, like in an hour, so probably not. But otherwise, I thought about it. But the thing is, I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. Right? I just feel weird about drinking alcohol on a stream. Maybe I'll look it up. Can you drink alcohol on a YouTube live stream? Seems like kind of a trashy thing to do too. What if I did like drinking streams can be an exciting way to engage with your community? So that there's a whole thing, huh? What's this? It'll probably be one of those things where what if you like did it the total sleazy way that people do, where they like get like a paper bag and they put it around a bottle, and then I'm like just sitting here drinking out of a bottle with a paper bag around it. Wouldn't that be cool? Like what I like about that is like, yeah, I wonder what's in that bottle, buddy. You know what I mean? That's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of funny, man. It just seems like what the heck. Please don't stream drink. It's ruined too many lives. Oh my gosh, man. That's awesome. That was a good one. Psycho Stick can do it. You can. With a guy name like that, dude, you don't want to miss a Psycho Stick. A guy like that will do anything. He's a wild card. I think you can, but it really ends well, my dude. I don't want to get drunk. I'm just saying to sips of like a beer, so that it's I don't know, you get a little buzz feeling. Isn't that fun? Isn't that the point? Maybe helps the conversation flow. It's liquid courage. Haven't you heard? That's with you guys. Vodka plus coffee in a Starbucks cup is the way to go. You guys are so goofy, man. I don't always drink beer on stream. I'm sure you could get away with beer. I think if you were like casual about it, who cares? See you, Riley. Lift my arms 21 times to flex on ALR. These kind of lifts. What's the what if I could? What if I can't do it? How funny would that be? I don't have anything to hold though. That's the thing. I don't have any weights, you guys. I just don't know if I own any. But let's see. Yestervark, dude. The vape god. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is dumb. I'll definitely be able to do more than 23. I just don't want to sit here for this long. I work at McDonald's. How funny would that be, man? If you just got done with this live stream and I actually had to go to work or something and you didn't know where I lived and then you guys just showed up at a McDonald's. Like you were just going to McDonald's and you're going to just go get a McChicken, like $1 McChicken. And I'm sitting there with a little, I got the visor on and I got the, they are polos or just shirts. I don't know. I've got the McDonald's get up on, you know what I'm trying to say. And I hit you with the, hello, sir, welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order, please? And then you guys give me the order and you're like, hey, are you the guy from the internet? And then I get all embarrassed and tell you to shush. You think that's what would happen? Yeah, what exactly was she trying to do with 3-pound weights? I don't know. That kind of cracked me up too. That's like, I don't know, man. Those kind of got me. I am not a sir. It is, ma'am. Right. Well, it gets you a large fries too, huh? Oh man. Just come to McDonald's to hang out. How much do YouTubers make per ad? It's tricky to tell. It's more like it's probably like a, is it even any cents per person? I don't know. It's a numbers game, man. It's a numbers game. It's one of those things, or gal or whoever. I kind of missed the name actually. Who said that? Heather G. So a gal sounds like. It's a numbers game. It's a small amount of a very small amount of money is made per person that watches an ad. So it's a numbers thing, you know. Ma'am, this is Wendy's. Black movie free apple pies. Yeah, she's like, slide a pie in the bag, and no, and your boss doesn't have to know. You get to keep your job here, making $7.25 an hour. I used to work in A&W, and I think I'm done working with food. I was a waiter, and I worked at A&W, and I never want to work in food ever again. At least not the touching food part of it. Mal House says, read the chat. What do you want, dog? What? Dude, you're yoked. What does that mean? I'm in IT. I wouldn't worry about it too much, username. I mean, usually people are pretty cool about it as well. Honk, honk. That wasn't really a honk. I was trying to do your thing later, Elizabeth Rickard. How do I feel about the sharp differences in social classes in Russia prior to its revolution in 1917? That's a pretty good question. It's a tricky one because that's like one of those classic cases of, well, it's weird because it seems like Western Europe kind of passed up Russia. Russia was stuck in I mean, it's backwards Russia. It seems like that's what everyone kind of considered it as. They were still like stuck in a feudal system while everyone else was mercantile, everyone else was capitalist, and they were just trapped in their own, like they were like 200 years behind culturally, which led to them being pretty far behind technologically as well. I would say organizationally. So what I think that they were pretty ill-equipped for the rest of the world. And it's a really interesting one because it's basically an example of, I think, what would have happened if the Industrial Revolution would have happened to earlier government types. Because like when the Industrial Revolution happened, it hit Great Britain, and it hit France, and it hit the United States. And those are like representative republics, democracies, and kind of monarchies, more like HM's monarchies for sure. But like they had much more free market policies in place, and they were ready for them, and they had come out of those systems of feudalism. But it seems like Russia wasn't ready for that, and that it created a ton of inequality, which I don't think economic inequality is inherently bad. But obviously that was a really bad one, and I think it looks really bad as well if you have a czar, if you have a king that is incredibly wealthy, living very well. And I think that looks worse. I think if you have a group of rich people, and then if you have one guy who's a king, and those are the two things that you have to look at, I think the king looks worse. It's worse optics, and that's what happens. Start like a pig, is what you said? All right. One kid in my school had a YouTube channel. He became the laughing stock of the entire school. It is what it is, man. I mean, I guess you have to roll the dice on it, but at the end of the day, you have to be confident in yourself, and you have to say to yourself, you know what? Like, I don't know. I'm putting it out there. I'm the one making moves here. So, like, what are they doing? You know what I mean? It's one of those things where they can laugh at him all they want, but then what? Like, what? They're just going to go and play Call of Duty or something? Like, at least he's you have to have a little bit of pride in the fact that you're at least trying. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's fair. And so you have to say, is this worth the amount of ridicule I get for something like this? Whoa. Yeah, Mal. It's an interesting time for sure. The 20th century. It's definitely, I think, my favorite point to read about and watch stuff about for sure. I definitely enjoy history stuff. especially when it comes to systems that are changing and economic systems that are being changed. I think that stuff is super interesting. And Russia's, of course, a super interesting one because they had a pretty radical change in their economic system, not even once, but multiple times. Because even when Lenin was in charge, they pulled back a lot of the reforms. And the Soviet Union is super interesting as well because they end up putting reforms in later. I think in the 80s, right? They have like perestroika and everything. They tried to reform the economy, but I don't think it didn't help. They tried to. I think they hit a point, right, where they started really stagnating with the economy, and perestroika were capitalist reforms that were supposed to help, but they didn't help as much as that, at least they hoped, and the Soviet Union couldn't maintain itself. Interesting. This is a Christian stream, you guys. No lewdness, please. And then we're all going to go play my Christian Minecraft server. And by the way, no racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, or xenophobia, and no hate, and no being mean, and no bullying, and also no saying that there is no God, and you know the drill. You guys know the rule. FBI, open up. Brandon Madden. Wait, are you that guy that once did a stream where your mom walked in naked and you smacked her butt? That was such a funny moment. You're awesome, dude. Dude, you're a legend, dude. Oh, nice. That was legendary, bro. Could you imagine? Oh my god, dude. No way. How do I feel about Martin Luther's attack on the church? I'm not super familiar with Martin Luther going after the church. I think the big thing with Martin Luther is what's like the big negative stuff. I think the FBI may have had evidence that he was having extramarital affairs with white prostitutes, but I think that they're like some people have questioned the legitimacy of that as well. I kind of tend to believe that, though. I don't know. I don't know enough about it, though. I don't know enough about it. All right, what we got? From meatballs to religion, not necessarily too much religion. More just history stuff. What do you guys think? What's your favorite point in history to learn about, huh? Oh, duh. Yeah, he didn't even say Martin Luther King Jr. either. I don't know why I instinctively went there. As for Martin Luther going against the church, I think it's interesting. If I can really be opinionated here, I think that it was probably necessary, right? And it definitely changed our future for what happened. Because what tends to happen there? That definitely affected France and England for sure. The entirety of northern Germany became Protestant, as well as the Scandinavian countries. So it basically created a rift across Europe, kind of like East West did with Orthodox and Catholicism. But one thing I will say is, if I can be really opinionated about it, I think it's really interesting and it's really neat that Catholicism is kind of our remnant of the Roman Empire. And I think it would be kind of sad if Catholicism was gone from the world. I think that's it's kind of a neat thing. Like, it's kind of cool because the Romans still exist in a way through Catholicism. That's kind of how I view it. Like, that's like more Vatican City kind of a stuff, and just the way that everything's organized. I don't know. It's just interesting because it's something that was initially created by the Romans and it's been in existence for so long that I think it would be sad if we lost something like that. So it's necessary. Obviously, the vast majority of differences have been put behind us now. I don't think most people even really care about it. But yeah, I don't know. Mass persecution of Protestants in France. I'm not super familiar with that. Yeah, not the black guy who got shot. Oh, man. Ooh. The American Revolution is super interesting. Namely, I think what's fascinating about the American Revolution is that and maybe this happens a lot in other revolutions, but I think what's really fascinating about the American Revolution is that one, it's a true underdog story. It's the United States versus the greatest empire of the time, Great Britain, and we won. And two, we have a lot of information about it. Like, I feel like a lot of revolutions throughout time, we don't get a lot of information. about them. And American Revolution, we have a lot of information about it. And not only that, it was like fresh enough and recent enough so the information isn't gone. And we have all these works from great people who are basically philosophers. Like basically, it's like America, I think, in a way, became a weird modern version of like remember if you ever learned about like I think it's Plato, right? And Aristotle, those guys who talk about, yeah, I think it's Plato, right? With like basically like in Roman and Greek times, they would philosophize about like the best systems for government. And I think America is really interesting because it's a true time where they really got to build something that was new. It wasn't something that was just built on years and years and years of tradition, like millennia of tradition. It was really something new, and I think it's really fascinating. And I think it's really interesting that America turned out to succeed in being a representative republic, whereas a lot of other states that have had similar revolutions have not. And I think that's what makes the American Revolution very interesting. The history of medicine is freaky, man, because people did not know what the heck was going on. I don't even want to imagine what it would have been like to be sick back then, man. I'm freaked out. Scotland, watching from Scotland. I'm trying to think of how they say stuff there. Eat some haggis. Tried haggis one time. It wasn't too bad. Is the liking of unusually historical finds considered an answer to your question? Yeah, that's probably fine. That's probably fair. See ya, Haley. Converted the Bible into Latin, Stephen Zalabowski. I'm not sure what that's a joke, obviously, but I don't know what the deal is there. I don't get that one. How's everyone with the measles outbreak? No, I haven't gotten hit by it. Is that a thing? Is there a measles outbreak? Is that like I've heard a bit about that. Is that what they're going after? Is like the vax stuff? The zombie deer, not familiar with that. Rule Britannia. Britannia rules the waves. The cannibalistic crusaders. Ooh, I've never heard about the cannibalistic part of it. But yeah, crusades can be pretty interesting. It's super interesting. You guys can call me Reed. I'm the Chad, dude. I'm Chad. Call me Chad. The absolute madman. That's right, CJ. That's what I'm going for. No, I'm just joking. Titanic's pretty interesting. The movie's pretty good. Kind of a long one. I like the soundtrack though. It's really good. Used to. Are you a history teacher or something? No, I'm not a history teacher. It's just fun to learn about stuff, you know. We normally just chat in the streams, man. I talk to you guys in the chat. Ooh. Quick question. When did Constantinople fall to the Ottoman Turks? 1460? If I had to guess, I would say like 1460. But it has to be close to that because I don't think they were around after the 1500s. I know it was the 1400s. And I know that I think it was like the Ottomans, did they declare war? 1453. I was close, dude. Dude, I was close. Didn't even look it up. You know what's nice? You'd have known too if I looked it up because I'd have done. What is the question? When did Constantinople fall? You'd have heard me type. That's the thing. 1453, dude. You're right in the nuts. I was close, man. I know, isn't that crazy? I'm like kind of proud of myself because I almost said 1520, but I was like, nah, no way. No way it's past the 1500s. I mean, come on, you know? Let's be real here. We all know Constantinople didn't fall in the 1500s. We know it was mid 1400s. Let's be real. America rules the waves now. That's right. What? Becca, did you hear that they were going to send a ship to save the people who were on the Titanic, but were worried it'd freak them out to see a ghost ship? I don't understand that one. You mean when Istanbul decided to switch capitals? Yeah, sorry, dude. I'll only call it by its real name, Constantinople. It could be a mega chat if you lift weights, maybe. Anime. Go for it, Shan. Honestly, I do appreciate you guys reaching out and sending that kind of stuff. What do we got? Chad, is there a bong in the background? LMAO, you taking hits from that stuff? No, no bong in the background. I'll let you guys kind of see if you'd like. If I have to let you see, I'll let you see that there's no bong specifically. No. I'm just hanging out, dog. I don't know what to tell you. Just having a good time. All right, what do we got? Did Constantinople fall because of ALR? Amberlyn Reed and how she caused the fall of Constantinople. In parentheses, now Istanbul. Right? Oh my gosh. God, man. You guys are funny. Full of ships out here in Japan, huh? Carthage fell because of ALR. How ALR brought down the Carthaginian Empire. She defeated Hannibal in the mountains. What month was I born? December. It's nobody's business but the Turks. Yeah. I heard the song Istanbul. Istanbul, not Constantinople, right? Soon, Emma. Like I said, I was going to set one up today, but I couldn't. You guys, weed's illegal. You can't smoke weed here. That's against the law. You know that. Please be careful. Don't be doing that, Brandon, you goofball. Don't even be telling me that there's people behind me. It's the ghost that messes with the blinds, right? We got a bit of some running jokes here on this stream. It's funny. We got some good stuff going on. Imagine ALR jumping on Stuart Little, but that breaks your heart, dude. Right? That's what would happen. That's definitely what would happen. It would just be a splat. The USS Mustin. Shout out. What's the trick? How old am I again? Like 15. Almost 15. I like to tell people I'm 15 because my birthday's soon because it's December. I guess 14 and a half would be more accurate, but I don't like to go too crazy on it. Is that a weed? I'm calling the police. I only did 3 weeds today, you guys, so just cool it. Did I clean my closet? No, not really. I haven't. I don't really use that closet. I use my other closet. Quit being jailbait. Oh my gosh. Am I going to backlog my vids since that's the in thing these days? What do you mean by that, CJ? Backlog my vids? Like make it backup copies? I have backup copies on my computer. If that's what you mean by that. So I don't know. Question: who is the greatest Christian missionary? I don't know, but I don't know if that's actually a title that's out there. I could be totally off. Is it Cortez? Is that who it would be? That's who I would guess. Cortez or Columbus are the 2 guys that come to mind, just because I could see that being attributed to them. Because I guess I was thinking Cortez. Maybe I'd lean more towards Columbus. I could see that being a title given to Columbus because he discovered the New World for Europe. And he's from Spain, or he was hired by Spain, who is known for building missions and everything like that across the New World. Otherwise, Cortez probably, I think he seems like the kind of dude that would be probably willing to forcibly convert some people. So who knows? Let me know the answer, though. I really want to know the answer to that one. I love that kind of stuff. Deadass, I think there's actually someone there. There's no one here, I promise. But you got me looking. Doors shut, everything's good. Capricorn, I think. St. Paul. Yeah, I wouldn't have known that one, man. I feel comfortable in my guesses, though. I'm not embarrassed by them. No, I'm 16, huh? Oh, rich boy. I got multiple closets. Actually, I have 2 bedrooms in this place, and each one has its own closet. And this is one of the bedrooms. My date stamp. I don't have one. Hurry. You guys, they're crazy. You blow my mind. Oh, what do we got here? Cortez was Catholic for sure. He had to have been Catholic. I mean, the guy was from Spain. I can't sleep in there. Oh my gosh. Because I feel like if you're killing people because they aren't conveying your mindset, it doesn't count. I'd agree with that. Right. It doesn't. You don't really count as a missionary if you convert by the sword. I don't think. If you guys want merch, I can get some merch coming soon. Giggle snaps. I used to have a roommate, and then they moved out, and I just had the place to myself, and I had the option to move out. But I was like, I kind of like living by my lonesome, and I kept it. There we go. Now the timestamp can be here. Oh no. It flipped it. I don't know. I don't know if I have the ability to write this backwards. I wrote December 26, 1991. Darn it. That's how she goes. Yeah, I have all kinds of social media, you guys. They are in all the links of them, or all the descriptions of my videos. Feel free to go and check them out. I have an Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, everything like that. That is linked in with it. Hi, and I'm lost. Catholic, what? I don't, Brandon. That's the thing, dude. You gotta watch out. What if I like started getting all nervous about it? Brandon's like, dude, can we get merch about how you take hits from the bong before each stream? And then I start getting all weird. I'm all, oh, dude, me? No, dude, I don't do that. I don't listen, dude. I don't do that kind of thing. Okay, I have respect for my body and the law. By the way, God, 16-year-old's living by himself. Yeah, dude, it's a hard knock life. Ran away from the orphanage. Kids kept making fun of me because I had curly red hair. But then one day, a lady showed up, and I urged her to pick out me for adoption, and she did. But turns out she actually wasn't adopting me for herself. She's adopting me for some billionaire. Daddy Warbucks. Chatty Warbucks, more like, huh? 8888. That's awesome. That's cool as heck. Let your grandson leave this table so that he may not hear these harsh words. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh. The jail. Wait. TV tropes called an interesting trope on TV tropes called the jailbait wait. Unrelated, but it gave me a giggle. The jailbait wait. Interesting. Both of my closets have a lot of have like half storage, half clothes in them. I should switch them up so it's all clothes and probably in that one and storage in this one. But what do you do? Because the other one's my bedroom. It's where the magic happens, namely where I sleep. Heather, the reason I started YouTube, ever since like I don't know if it was 2000, it probably was 2005, maybe late 2005 when I that's when YouTube started, right? 2005. Towards the beginning of YouTube, we didn't really have internet, and sometimes we'd go to my cousin's house and like they'd show us YouTube videos, and I thought they were just super cool. I was blown out of my mind because I had never heard of this thing. Like the internet was a new thing then, right? To me, I was a young guy, never really used the internet before, and all of a sudden, like you're telling me you can type into this box and it'll just pop up with you know what I mean? Like any video that you want. It was kind of crazy. And back then it was like an Onision stuff, and it was Shane Dawson and Fred, that kind of stuff, you know. And I really liked it, and I always thought it would be really cool to try to do something like that. And I've dabbled with it for like a couple of years, and then I very recently started actually trying to do it, and you guys just seem to enjoy it, so that's good. Scrooge McDuck. What does that mean, man? You said that earlier too. Yoked, huh? Okay. Well, that's a printer back there. It's actually two printers, I think. Yeah, one of them needs to be tossed. Now do it then, Heather. Nothing stop you as long as you got a phone, right? As long as you got a phone, then you've got a camera and you've also got an internet connection. That's all you need. It's fun but competitive. That's exactly right. It's super fun to do. It's super competitive though. But what's nice about it is it's kind of like the nice thing and the bad thing, I guess, about it, right? Is that there's no barrier to entry. So as long as you have a phone, super easy to get into it. But that being said, and this is what I always tell people. See ya, Brandon. You were pretty funny in this chat. I'd like to see you again. What I always tell people when they're trying to start up YouTube, yes, I'm very excited to watch Game of Thrones on Sunday. What I always tell people when they want to get started on YouTube is be prepared, and this is what you'll read online as well. Be prepared for like your first 20 to 50 at least videos to suck. They're gonna suck. They're not gonna be good. They're gonna be. I do not speak French. They're gonna be. I don't know. Like your sound's gonna be off balance. Probably you're not gonna be. Even if they're good, they're not gonna be as nearly as good as you will be. And if you do it, if you just keep hammering them out, man, like if you just keep practicing at it, it's like anything else. Over time, you get better at it, and then you start figuring out how to edit things, and you get faster at it. Like your first video might take you a really long time to edit. You sit there for a couple hours, and you're like, oh wow, this maybe isn't worth it. But then you get it really figured out, and you're like, oh man, this only takes me like 45 minutes instead. This is awesome. This is way easier. And then especially, this is why I really like the Inside the Mind of Amberlynn Reid one. When you get multiple angles and you have a whole story to put together, like those are the fun. Like that was basically just like an entire skit that got put together, and that one was super fun because then like I got to write it kind of out, and then we put it together, and you get to put the pieces together to make your own story, and that's really fun, I think. So it's awesome and it's super fun. See you, Elizabeth. Appreciate it. I really do. I highly prefer to stream on Twitch instead of my gaming channel on YouTube, though. If you're gaming, I would say Twitch is probably the way to go. I just people have asked me too if I do like on the gaming stuff. I try. I have a Twitch account and everything. I just don't. I don't know. I don't have the attention span to play games for a super long period of time either. So it seems like it's a little tricky. Right. That's right, Emma. Exactly. You have to have over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube in order to live stream on YouTube. But I don't think that's YouTube's. I think that's a secondary thing to YouTube. I know you guys really enjoy streaming, but really when I picture YouTube, I don't picture streaming. I picture more. It's prepared content from the layman is how I picture YouTube. It's actually just original content that people are grassroots making and passing up. And I think that's awesome about it. And I think it's pre-recorded and then edited and then putting it up there. And then Twitch is the live platform without the pre-edited stuff. Free Assange. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Assange being arrested. I think that's a little ridiculous. Do I put in clips from ALR's vids, then film my own bits and put them in as I watch? Okay, let me think about what you're asking me here. Do I put clips in from ALR's vids and then film and then put them in as I watch? Not really. I used to actually do it a kind of a similar way like that. It takes way too long. It takes way too long. I don't think it flows quite as well either, but I don't know. Well, here, I can change that. It doesn't take too long, and it's actually a really easy way to do it if you don't necessarily need to show your face. Because what I used to do is I could record audio clips, which is super easy. And what I would do is I'd record an audio clip. I'd find whatever piece I wanted to do it on about, and I'd cut out a piece, and then I'd watch the piece, record an audio clip, put it there, and then I put it in the next piece there, and then I record a new audio clip for the next piece. But now that I have the camera here, it's different because I don't want to do separate video recordings for every single file. You know what I mean? So what I do is what it ends up being like if I have a 15-minute long video, it ends up being like a 40 or 50-minute long video of me watching her stuff and just doing stuff, and then I cut it down to what it ends up being, if that makes any sense. Where are all the mukbangs of all the healthy food at? I don't know. I should just get a whole bunch of lettuce and just eat it, huh? Like fruits? Oh, dude, I do a fruit mukbang. You can't have enough fruit. I'd have a sugar coma from fruit. And then 10 minutes, we'll be done with the stream here as well, guys. Let's get your questions in. least, if she's got a heart attack, you can show the EMTs. Gosh, I'm so stoked to surprise my mom. Surprise her with what? What, to watch a game? I don't understand. Huh. Oh, a grape fast. A grape fest. Grape feast. Peace, brother. All right. Let's see. Sounds like TikTok. Also, it helps to be cute, but he won't admit that, says Emma Pitchard. Yeah, of course. Being able to speak and articulate and not being necessarily terrible looking definitely helps. But that being said, let's assume you're the worst looking person ever. You know what I mean? Let's assume you're just ugly as a bag of rocks or whatever the saying could be. Like, my channel got started and I never showed my face. Like, all my initial success happened when I didn't show my face. I was doing that totally cliche thing that people do on YouTube where they play video games and then they put the background footage of their video. They show the clip and then they show a clip of them playing video games while they talk over it. That's what I was dabbling with. And I had done other stuff in the past that worked probably better, where I was just showing, like, I had other of their clips kind of in the background and things that were more relevant, which made sense. We gotta watch out though, because you don't want to get like full copyright strike for just using all their content. But people didn't really like the video game thing, I don't think. But I think you can get away with it. Depends on what you're talking about. But I really do think you can get away with a lot of stuff like that. So you don't always have to show your face. So take the looks out of it. I will say though, sound is like, sound I think is more important than video, I would say. And I don't know, as long as you have at least like a halfway decent mic, and then you get Audacity, you can a lot of times clean it up. You can eliminate all the background noise, and then you can apply an equalizer, and that will give you that that kind of radio voice a little bit more if that's what you're looking for. So that's what you'll get. This is European or American boy? American, man. American born and raised. A grape mukbang? Dude, I'd be worried. I love grapes, man. I haven't had grape in a long time. Oh, maybe I'll go to get some fruits after I see the movie. Ooh, get some grapes. Oh, yeah, baby. I like peaches, too. Peaches are pretty good. And plums. A good plum might be my favorite, actually. Apples are pretty good, too. So pears are all right. I don't know. I'm a little paired out, though. I think I had too many when I was younger. Absolutely, LML. Shoot me a message when that's done. I'll definitely check it out, your video that you finish. Mm-hmm. Would you ever stream and react to live stuff, or do you usually? Because I never watched until now. No, usually it's pre-recorded stuff. I would stream and watch live stuff. The problem is I need some sort of format to do that, and I don't think YouTube is the best one for that. And I've looked into doing like the OBS thing. I think that's what's going to be next is the OBS, because it seems like I just have a lot more control, and that's what I use a lot of times to record my screen anyway. So I already have OBS or Streamlabs or whatever, the nicer one. And that being said, I don't know. I'd like to, but we'll see. Favorite movie? Oh, dude, that's too hard of a question. I will see. Okay, if I had to really choose a favorite movie, like honestly, like if I had to spend the rest of my life, maybe this is a different question, but if I had to spend the rest of my life only being able to watch one movie, I think it would be Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, honestly. I think that one is maybe my favorite movie. But I don't know. There's so many movies. Yeah, maybe if I'm around, if I remember, I'll watch AmberCon. You ever thought of doing a podcast? Yeah, I'd love to do a podcast. I have no idea what I'd do it on though, or I feel like people usually do podcasts by themselves? Not usually. I feel like that'd be a lot harder. It's way easier with two people and you can just talk. Simply yes or no. Do you think Negan can be redeemed? I love The Walking Dead. Yeah, I definitely think he can, right? I mean, that seems to be it actually does seem to be the way it's going, I think, right? That seems to be like the thing that's going on with him and Judith or whatever. Yeah, CJ, thinking of a quick question. Do you think Shane should get a pass on the pedo and cat jokes? Yeah, I think so. I really do. I think especially if they're old jokes, come on. If people weren't mad at the time, then who cares? Like, why get mad? I don't know. It just seems weird to go after, to punish people for something they've done in the past. It's a weird one. Hey, thanks, Catherine. That's super nice. I really appreciate it. Keep the good work. You're awesome, dude. You're awesome. what gets me about that, I don't remember what it's called, but in law, there's a thing, right? So, like, let's say, as an example, right here, let's say that owning, that's a tricky one. Let's say that clicking a pen is illegal, right? So doing this is against the law, and it's super against the law. It'll get you like 10 years in prison just for clicking a pen. Okay, and I'm doing it on camera, so they'll see. So let's say, let's say that that's not against the law. Okay, and let's say right now I go and I do this, and then in 3 years it becomes against the law to click a pen. They can't. There's a thing in law. I think it's actually, is it in the Constitution? I have no idea. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be a lawyer. I'm not. So there, I know though that's like a rule thing. There's a word for it, or like a phrase for it, that says you can't go after people for something that they did while it was illegal, or while it was legal. And I will say that culturally, I think we should probably follow a similar rule, and we shouldn't be mad at people for being victims of the time, if that makes any sense. So as an example, like all the founding fathers, they all owned slaves. Should we just denounce them for everything that they've done to build America because Thomas Jefferson owned slaves, or because George Washington owned slaves? Should we completely just, ridicule them? No, they were victims of the time. That was a pretty acceptable thing at the time. What do? You know what I mean? Like, what? Not saying it's right, but in the time they could justify it, and it had much less of a recourse on them. Whereas if you did it now, you would never be president of the United States. You know what I mean? Totally unrelated to my undying thirst for him. Negan's pretty cool. I like Negan. What does Negan say? He kind of hits his bet. Rick, you son of a bitch. That's kind of what he does. Rick, you really messed us up. He kind of talks like that. Herschel, we need this. No, Rick, you done good for your people. Oh man. Post Ex Facto. That's exactly right. That's the one. NCAU. Yes, post ex facto is what it's called. Good one. The architecture of North American cities is extremely ugly. It's much too cubic. You should change that in the future. Haha, I love you. See, that's actually an interesting one as well. Kind of like we were talking about with the American Revolution. America built itself up from like not from nothing. It built itself up from like the Europeans built up America from the ground. So America is really a country that hadn't had the chance to reinvent itself in a new way. Whereas like it's a lot harder to organize the cities of Rome, because Rome is a city that's like over 2,000 years old. You know what I mean? And as it was built, codes weren't in place. So now that's why, like, a lot of times in European cities and stuff, the roads will wind and a lot of that kind of stuff. And in America, it doesn't really happen. Everything's cube, because America was organized into districts when they made everything. And even now, it's like commercial, industrial, residential, and so forth. Herschel, yeah. Yeah, I would agree, CJ, for sure. I would agree. It seems really unfair, I would say. Like, it could happen to anybody. That post ex facto thing, like calling someone a loser. You know what I mean? Like, could in 20 years be the new calling someone gay? You know what I mean? Which that in itself, people still use that one, and in 20 years, that could be calling someone, like the F word or whatever. So who knows? And then that one in 20 years could be like the N word. Who knows? You know what I mean? Like, language shifts. So it's really irritating to try to put modern day standards on previous past things that have existed. Mm-hmm. 2 more minutes, boys. Glenn was my favorite character, and I was extremely upset when he died. Yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. No, yeah, Glenn was cool. I'm trying to think of who like my new favorite people would be, and the newest on the ones now. Daryl, of course, is a fan favorite, but I don't want to count him because I don't want to have the same answer with everyone, I don't really like Carol. I've never really liked Carol all that much. Ezekiel's okay. I'm not like Michonne. I'm not a super big Michonne fan. I think Negan might be my favorite character, just because he's the only one that's got, I think, an interesting story ahead of him. Everyone else's story is so Been there, done that. Been there, done that. I mean, it's them fighting uphill against an enemy that won't negotiate with them ever. And I think Negan's the only one that's got something interesting going on, because I think what he's got to have a point to play, and he's going to come in and be a hero, I think is what's going to happen. Yeah, man. No, Glenn's death was pretty crazy, though. I will give him that props for making that look like a pretty brutal death. Chad, please don't leave. The child is in the oven getting roasted. Please, dinner is almost ready. Please. Sorry, dude. I think Negan's probably my favorite. He's the most interesting whenever, like, and by interesting, I mean, like, when scenes of him come on, I'm tuned in. Otherwise, I'm like, ugh, this again. I spoiler alert for people who are trying to watch Walking Dead. I will say this. I was pretty bummed. I didn't really like Henry at first, but I started liking him when he started having a love interest with that chick, like later love interest. Because I was like, oh, they're like really into each other. That's really cute. It's like a Romeo and Juliet kind of a thing. And I was kind of irritated that he died. Like right when I started hooking me in, they kind of lost me with that one. Like, the idea, right, is that they have to reel you in with characters that you care about, and then they kill those characters, and that's what really drives the experience. But the problem is, right when they got me, right when they were beginning to reel me in, they killed the character. Like, imagine if Rick Grimes died episode 2. You'd be like, what the? Like, okay, I guess, but kind of a waste of a character if you ask me. But I think that's kind of where I came from with him. Oh yeah, Sadiq. I kind of forgot about him. He's interesting. Eugene's all right. Rosita, I think she's cool. The priest weirds me out. One time I read that, or maybe someone told me, I don't remember, but one time I heard that someone say that The Walking Dead is just a Western with zombies in it. And at first I was like, I don't think so. But as I watch it now, like the more and more I watch it, I'm like, it really is. Down to Rick being a sheriff with a cowboy hat on and a revolver, like, and he's even riding a horse all of the time. Now they're literally using wagons. There's like the archetypal characters for everything. They have the priest there and everything. Like everything is just a little too played out, and everything's like bandits, which I guess makes sense. But I don't know. It just got me, man. Any anime? Death Note's pretty good. Yeah, it's an alright show. I was pretty happy that Tara's gone now. I think she was my least favorite. Was Tara. Every time she talked, I was like, who is this? Where is you coming from? Like, she just seemed like one of those characters that didn't really, like, Maggie kind of earned her place. You know, Maggie was there from the get-go. Anytime that there was an important decision, Maggie was there. You know what Tara was doing? Bitching in the back. I can't stand Tara. I really can't. I'm really glad that she's not in the show anymore. I really can't stress that enough. I when I saw her in that Pike thing, I was like, needed to happen. She needed to be gone for my interest. But then they saw Henry's, and I was like, come on, dude. Come on. Oh yeah, and the old ladies was there too. That was pretty messed up. That's pretty dark because they had that baby that they just saved. Yes, LML, perfectly put. Tara's cool. I think she's super unfit for a leadership role. And I think that they kind of give her plot armor for that leadership role too, which really irritates me. Because like she's got this weird thing that happens where she's like, she'll go up and talk to someone and say, hey, don't go into the woods, okay? It's against the rules. And the person's like, okay. But then the person goes into the rules super secretly. But then when they come back, they're like sneaking back into their place. And Tara's like the person that's waiting up for them. Oh, where were you? The woods, I bet. You know what I mean? Like she's a little too like perfect. And I don't know. And like they don't really justify anything like that. Like what's your fear, lady? Oh, that's true. It's 5:03. Okay, dogs, I gotta roll. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. He's hot, like teacher hot. Okay, thanks. I've been to Ireland before. I've been to Dublin. Seen the marble statue of Oliver Wilde. I think that was my favorite thing there. See you guys. Yeah, I'll see you. I'll try to enjoy Help. I've never seen it before. So see you guys. Enjoy the rest of your night, babes, cuties, dolls. See you guys.